This episode of Late Night with Ed Money is brought to you in part by Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant, located in downtown Amherst. And if you're local to them, dial for carryout at 440-985-FOOD. Or go to their website, which is ziggyspubandrestaurant.com. If it's a sporting event that you want to see, don't forget your sunglasses, because they have so many 4K TVs it'll burn your retinas. So go to Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant in downtown Amherst.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.
I'll make it go away. Oh, my bad. You gotta start that over.
Of despair.
Warning, what you're about to hear is an adult show. You'll hear anecdotal stories and humorous situations meant for adults. In essence, kids, don't listen or try this at home. Everything you're about to hear is done by drunk, trained professionals. Now enjoy the show.
Deep within the pit of despair. Balls of Christ, dude.
This is Danny A. the Bouncer, and you're listening to the hottest show on the net, Late Night with Ed Money.
Hi. Why, hello, my friends. You're listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on the website, which is latenightwithedmoney.com, where real people have real conversation about life. You can reach us
laughing at you.
They're all going to laugh at you. You can reach us on a ton outside. Just go to the main site, download any way that you possibly can. Just like, share, subscribe, tell 2 friends. Whatever you do, just tell 2 friends, new friends. Not
the
mom.
same 2.
Tell your dog, the cat, the guy that
I keep telling those same 2 people.
The guy that delivers your Amazon packages.
I tell him every
second. Do you? You tell
every
him
day he's here. He's here every day. Yeah.
Why wouldn't he be? It's Amazon.
That's right. Say, hey, since you're here and you're on the road, listen to Late Night with Ed Money on latenightwithedmoney.com, where I always listen to myself, Ed Money. Right over here is CPAP Chuck.
What's up?
Chuck Dick. Chuck Dick.
What? Why you gotta be like that? There's only 3 of us tonight.
And since
There's only 3 of us.
3 of us, since no one else is here, you can hear him but never see him, is the Mark.
He must have muted his mic.
Delayed. It's everything. Oh, God. Things have been so crazy. Audience members, thank you, though. Thank you for the new, you're checking us out on the new things,
platforms.
Which is BitChute and Rumble. Thank you. That's taken off. I loaded up a little promo clip on there. Got hit right off the bat. All of a sudden, people were.
Check us out on any place you can listen to podcasts,
Yes.
or you can watch us on those, like the YouTubes.
Check it out on Spotify, iHeart, Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
any other way.
BitChute.
Yes. Any of the other ones.
The Odysseys.
Want to thank you for all the songs. We're going to be leaving you with Wales and Joe Cohen. It's a song, Love Is Gone. So check that out. Thank you for all the things you do. And our sponsors like Ziggy's stuff. This one, he says that he's getting hits, so thank you. Evidently, people are listening and calling him Andrew Grizzle. If you need all
for shizzle
for He's for Allstate representative. If you need
It's the place to go.
in North Ridgeville, yes, area code. If you're local, 440-327-8744. Here's the thing is that you may have insurance, you just want to save because maybe you feel you're getting screwed, you're paying too much. Give him a call.
Check him out.
Yes, worst he could do is save you a few dollars and maybe hook you up. Maybe if he does, he's good enough. He's young, energetic. If you're sometimes you get a new agent who's old and you're just not into it. You say, man, I'd like someone.
They're just kind of going through the motions.
They're going through the motions. So this guy.
Not that all old insurance agents do that, but maybe you get stuck with one. You never know. I mean, look at Ed. He's old. He's going through the motions of just existing.
Just life is just going through.
He gets up,
isn't it?
rubs one out.
It's so difficult.
Maybe he goes out and mows the lawn.
It
Judges people on his block.
Dude, I'm going to get to the lawn in a second. Two things I wanted to tell for the audience out there is I talked about two things that, remember I mentioned my shower? I have a water filter.
Nobody cares about your goddamn water filter shower head. Your piece of shit. Look at that thing. That's an alternator on a car.
Good Lord, it's made by Napa.
It's made by NASA. Look at that thing.
Wait, Monk, do you have a water filter on your shower? Well,
No.
His is still
No.
apart right now. It's still.
I live in the city. We don't need one.
So that means you got junk water. No.
Oh no.
That I get because mine's rural.
So many chemicals in our water. It's like pristine.
No, no.
Showing up.
This is what, for the audience, this is what my shower filter looks like. And this is the actual.
Oddly enough, that's what the head of your vibrator looks like too. So
the end that gets inserted.
yeah.
Then,
Well, yeah. Well, you can tell because there's brown stuff on it.
and you can see how dirty this gets from.
Your butthole.
Yeah, and that looks about the receiving end of your
Hey,
Yeah.
situation there.
I wanted to just show it because this is if you have nasty water like we do, ours is all iron filled.
Also, it's a well.
Yeah,
well,
you guys get well
You
washed.
got to go out and clean that well every once in a while, Ed. Pull the dead cat out of it.
Well, it's his well is a pothole in his driveway filled with rainwater. So I mean, you can only clean it so much. You know what I'm saying?
There's like
There's still a dead cat in it. If you get the dead cat out, you could have twice as much water.
I wanted to show him this because not only do I get my beer, like I get my dollar beers, I go there and get the trial beer.
Out of the derailed train down the street.
Yeah, he gets those closeout beers.
I
Like,
do.
yeah, this didn't sell, so here.
Look what I picked up for $1.
All right, Ed got sugar-free dipping sauce, famous Cluckin' dipping sauce,
Right.
sugar-free.
Yeah.
What? That's got to be good.
Let me put it this way: it's the color of baby shit.
Right. It's brown. I wonder if it's mustardy.
It's the color of
Honey? That's what makes you think of it.
It's
But
got one of the first ingredients is yellow mustard.
yellow mustard. That's why.
So it's probably like a honey mustard.
Yeah,
But it's sugar-free, so it's a shitty honey mustard.
That's a
Just
thing.
kidding. I don't know. I didn't
Do
try
you ever gone out and got?
Are you gonna try it?
Fuck
Yeah,
what do you
yeah.
got to dip it in?
Not now. But we
I would
can.
have stopped and got some chicken tenders from somewhere.
That's what I'll do. That's why I'm not going to do it now. I'll do
Okay,
it when
so
we're all
upcoming
here.
show.
He's got some limp celery in there. He can
He's got an onion growing on the counter, so maybe we can dip that in
Dude,
it.
couple branches off of it.
I thought that was aloe. The aloe is actually growing on the onion.
What do you do with your scrap food? Or do you have scrap food or no? When you eat, okay, say you made spaghetti.
Yeah,
Do you make a lot or just enough for you and Beck?
we make enough for day of and day after, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you make a lot of sauce that you save for other stuff?
No. We make enough for day of and day after.
That's it.
After that, gone.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we eat it.
So when do you use? Do you make your own sauce or do you buy like
well, let me put it this
Prego
way.
or something like that?
Sometimes this is an answer when I was still working because it hasn't sunk in yet that I'm not.
Right.
I'm just like you, Ed.
I'm not.
When I was working, I would, if time permitted, like on a weekend, I would make
Yeah.
my own sauce. But I can doctor up a jar of sauce to make it pretty good.
That's the trick right there. Doctoring up a jar of sauce.
I buy generic, like a
No.
the most.
It doesn't even have a label on it. It's so generic.
His spaghetti sauce is yellow like his dipping sauce.
I buy.
Just says sauce. Make it whatever you want.
Yeah, you can doctor it up however you want.
Dipping sauce. It's spaghetti sauce. It's
I do.
Taco sauce.
sauce. It's it's got a
You're gonna
blank
have to put it
line and says sauce underneath it. You write whatever you want on that blank line.
Sauce / pudding is no, but I buy like the basic spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
And then I get fresh
What's that, ketchup?
mushrooms. No,
You put mushrooms in your spaghetti sauce?
Oh, I
Not
love-
a fan of mushrooms in spaghetti sauce.
Are you kidding
Now,
me?
I love mushrooms
Yes.
on my pizza. I love mushrooms on the grill. I like mushrooms, whatever. I don't like mushrooms in my spaghetti sauce.
Is it because they're not cooked? Because it's on the pizza or something? It's cooked.
No, it's just I don't know what it is. I don't like
I'll be
mushrooms in my
damned, you're
spaghetti
kidding.
sauce.
That is
I
odd.
don't know if it's just because I was, I was raised
Yeah.
with a different kind of sauce.
Right. Now, do you see? This is the difference when I cook for my mom versus what I would cook for me. Because her palate at being elderly, her body can't take any. If you put like butter on something, she says, "Oh, it's so spicy." So
Butter?
Yeah. right. So everything.
Well,
everything.
if you're gonna do it right. This is called cayennes, Mom. Cayenne.
So I have to watch what I do, but I cut up fresh like mushrooms, green peppers.
I do like the green
onions,
peppers, onions, garlic,
onions in there,
basil.
Right, but I use
you know.
the actual minced garlic that I throw
Yeah,
in
what's
there.
wrong with that?
Yeah, I doctor the hell out of it, but I love. Here's the thing: people are also don't do. I ground my beef. Do you put meat? Some people don't like meat in their sauce.
Yeah, we'll put meat in it.
Some people don't. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you can mix it up sometimes and do that. Sure.
Right now, do you drain
The fat after you brown it?
Yes,
Absolutely.
you do
Yes.
all of it.
As much as I can. Because if you don't, you get the frisbee of grease. After it cools down, you have frisbee.
And then
of
after
grease.
that frisbee of grease shows up somewhere else again.
Wait a minute. See, here's the thing. Monk will be the first one to say that fat is flavor.
That is flavor,
But
but you got to do it right.
you got to pick your battles on that one.
It does
If
leave.
you're grilling a burger, a nice juicy burger,
Yes.
sorry to my vegan friends, but
Right.
if you're grilling a nice juicy burger, yes, that fat is good. If you're got spaghetti sauce, that fat ain't good to me.
You got to, yeah.
I don't drain all of it. I leave some of it in there because it has flavor. Because I like getting a
Cholesterol?
Well, the starch from the noodle water when he pours it in there battles the grease down.
Well, wait a minute. Do you rinse? My mom can't stand me rinsing.
You have to, if you don't, there's
noodles.
certain noodles you rinse and certain you don't. If you don't rinse like your linguine or pasta
They'll
noodles,
stick.
they'll keep cooking.
Yeah, right. You got to cool them off right away. Boom.
She can't stand.
That gives you the al dente.
Yeah, she can't.
What?
stand
Save that water because you add that water back into the sauce.
A lot of people do that. I do not.
I do. Oh, that.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, I want to.
That starchy water is heaven.
I want to. Yeah, well, not all. Yeah, I agree with him. It is good.
Well, you
I make my
bathe
tea
in
the
it.
next morning with it.
And,
it's my bath water.
it says bath water.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with pasta.
No. Well, there's one noodle in it. It's a small ziti noodle.
When you were a kid, did you take baths? I'm just side noting before I get to my subject.
When you're a baby, yes, because you have no choice. Your parents throw you in the tub.
I was a teenager and I loved baths. I was tiny though, so you do.
Yeah.
You still are. You're like a Smurf. You're 3 apples tall.
I loved it because I'd sit in there and I hated because I was always last.
Well, and there was always poop in the water then.
no. We didn't share
Well, there's some
baths.
flakes floating around in there. What are they?
You missed out on this. You and Monk both missed out.
I didn't miss out. Doesn't sound like I missed out on
Yeah,
anything.
good.
No, wait a minute. You missed out because there were times that I had to share a bath with my brother
At the same time?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I shared. Yeah. You know
what? You were 15, 16?
last weekend.
Oh,
Yeah, but you're still the
48?
same height. Get down to the shallow end.
No, yeah, with my brothers, I would take it.
Get your toe out of there.
Yeah, you didn't. You didn't have brothers to
Nah.
take a bath with.
No,
or
and I
anything like
wouldn't
that.
have. Thank you.
Yeah, well, we were little. We were little. We
Yeah, right.
probably 40 or
Yeah, 40, whatever. You didn't have enough water.
No, it's just I was with all the family. I always took a cold shower. That's why now
Why didn't you just wait 20 minutes?
it didn't work that way in the house because you had with the kids you had to be in bed at a certain time.
You know what? Then you sneak out.
You didn't.
That's it.
No way. Look at you.
Sneak out and go to the L&K or something.
Get out of the guards guard the bathroom and
Go to the L&K.
yeah, get yourself
The motel, get yourself a room and get a hot shower.
Yeah.
You're like 10. You're not getting.
Yeah, you got a credit card?
Then you got yourself
Make a
a
fake
bag of
one.
weed and a hot shower. You didn't do coke until you were like at least in your 20s.
At the dude, I remember the Howard Johnsons. I love the Howard Johnsons. Do you remember those? The restaurants.
I do remember the restaurant, but I
The truck stops?
Yes,
he was talking about L&K on
L&K,
58.
That's what made me think of it. L&K.
Right, the Howard
That was like
Johnson
the
on Lake Road.
original when they built that old thing.
It was. That was the Howard Johnsons were awesome. They were the precursors.
Wasn't Chris's restaurant a Howard Johnson's before?
on Lake Road?
Yeah. Somebody,
Yes.
somebody comment
I
below if
think
you're in the
it might have been.
Yeah.
But anyhow,
yeah. Sorry.
they all had juke boxes on the tables.
Dude,
Oh yeah, the little with
Can I tell you?
a minimal selection. of
you
the
said
big
burger.
jukebox.
And
I love burgers.
You just connected a dot that to me. Okay, I want to ask you this before I get into the subjects, because I late night on TV. On rare occasions on my Roku TV, will I watch late night YouTube? Because once I rabbit hole, I'm up all night rabbit holing.
Yeah.
So I'll put on Pluto or something. But they'll have on like what was the idiot that competition food he'd eat against
like Jimmy Chestnut or whatever his name was.
Man versus Food. Adam Richmond.
Oh, Adam.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
He's good. He's cool.
You can't do it anymore though.
No,
Yeah,
Why? Because he put oil in his spaghetti sauce.
no, I think it blew him out that he
that's why he put
oil
too
in
much
ate a lot of
grease.
bad
He
food.
left the grease.
Yeah, I'm sure his body is jerk.
Right, he did. And there's another guy. I just don't like the other guy. But they were talking about the best burger places that he went to.
Yeah.
And for me, I was going to ask you. Don't tell me White Castle.
I love that. Well, that's fast food.
Okay, if you were going to go, for me locally.
I love White Castle.
You always have.
If anybody from White Castle is listening, send me White Castle because
they
I love
don't
White Castle,
exist.
and we can't.
You
get
have
them in
been
Ohio anymore.
dedicated. You have been dedicated to that for 30 years plus.
Why? Why though?
They're delicious little
No,
burgers.
listen,
Anyhow,
Skillet scabs.
White Castle went out of business except for the one in Vegas, right?
no, they're not out of business. They're just out of business in Ohio. I think there's one in Heath, Ohio, and that's it. And the rest are out west.
Out west,
They're-
right.
and they keep opening more. And I'm like, what happened to Ohio?
Right.
Give me a red pop, a 10-pack, and some of your crinkle cuts. I'll even do some of those.
The car will smell for 2 weeks.
And so will your bathroom, but
Right.
they're so worth it. But anyway,
Where would, if you were going to go for a burger?
out to eat.
I have been, and this is a weird thing.
Are you talking fast food and
Well,
restaurants?
I was gonna ask you what you consider this. I know our sponsor Ziggy's has great burgers.
Oh my God, Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant in Amherst, Ohio has amazing food. So check them out.
Yeah, they have
But
really
if you
good
can't
burgers.
make it to them,
If you can't make it to them locally,
then write them and tell them that you heard
there's
about us.
one that I go to locally called Oh Boy. It
Oh,
used
Midway Oh Boy.
Midway. There's something about that, and they had it for the audience.
It's because it's all the Manners recipe that was a gigantic chain back in the 70s.
Wait, is that like the
Bob's
actual
Big Boy.
Bob's Big Boy?
It was Manners originally. Manners Big Boy
So it's wait a minute.
in the 70s. Then Bob's bought it out in like the 80s.
And then like Fisher's bought them out.
Really?
Fishers, something like that. Anyhow,
Something
Frishes or Frishes.
Fishers are
what they do.
It's got too many consonants in it. Whatever that word is, you're not allowed to say it.
That burger, I've watched. They kind of do it.
they
as
do a press burger,
a smash burger.
smash burger. Yeah.
Something about that burger. I constantly crave it. Like maybe they put MSG in it or something.
No, I'm sure it's just whatever. And don't forget, you're also talking about the toppings,
Right.
Because a Midway Oh Boy is in.
They have Midway that Oh Boy sauce.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's exactly where would you go if you had they said where would you take someone if they'd never had a burger and they're like, man, locally, let's say locally, if you say, hey man, I want a
outside
burger.
of our sponsor.
yeah. If you said, hey, I want a burger, that
You see, this is a thing with me, and I don't, and maybe
do you
other
like
people
plain?
listening. There are different kinds of burgers that I'll crave. Like, I do like the flat burgers with the crispy edges.
Yes, smash burger.
Right. But I don't like the super thick ones. A normal size patty, juicy patty.
Like the welfare burgers that are.
I don't like the ones that are like a meatball on a bun. I don't like those. A normal size burger. God, for the smash burger.
Yeah. Would you
Ooh.
say you go to like Thirsty Pony out in Sandusky, or
you know what?
would you go to Margaritaville in Sandusky? Would you
You
go
get a burger?
I don't know.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's
I'm
a Mexican
asking-
restaurant.
I'm just asking, where would you go for a burger? Dieso's had great
Dieso's
burgers.
has great burgers.
He has great burgers.
It all depends on what kind of burger I'm craving. Like, I would crave a Midway Oh Boy, but I also crave Swenson's.
You like Swenson's?
I love Swenson's. I like Culver.
Yeah, well, that's along the lines of the White Castles, those smelly ass onion burgers.
No, they're different. They're different.
You really?
But if I was gonna, God, I don't even know where
Dog and Suds. Did you like the Dog and Suds?
I go
burger?
there for chili dogs.
Do you? Okay. So you don't have a go-to. You say, if I'm going to get a burger, I'm
No,
going
because-
here.
and
Is
then-
there a local bar that you outside of our
Honestly, if I'm making burgers,
you do your own?
I
and you
do
like
my
yours
own
better.
because I got my own recipe, and But if I'm going out for a burger,
so you only go out for foods that you don't make at home.
no, I'm not saying that. But God, where would I get
switch
a
it-
burger? That's a tough question. I have to think about that because, like I said, I think it all depends on what kind of burger I'm craving. Because, like, I'll go to pretty much any good burger joint.
And do you like it medium or medium rare? Some people like
I
it
don't
brown
like
all
any
the way.
pink.
Not in a burger. A burger's got to be cooked.
I like.
I like a medium rare. You're kidding. You don't like any pink in the center?
No.
Is it because you're afraid of worms? Are you afraid of tapeworms?
I'm afraid of pinworms. No, I just I like the.
I think it's better,
that
isn't
way.
it? It's just better.
Yeah, you can make a well done burger still juicy.
Monk, where would you go if you wanted a burger? This is just curiosity.
It's like 3 hours away,
Who does that? What do
I'll
you
do
mean?
that.
Drive?
but
far?
and you got to get in a plane,
Oh,
and they're all in L.A.
Forget that stuff. Yeah, who-
After you've had burgers in L.A., there's just nowhere else.
Nah, that's a Vegas.
There are so many just regular shops out there that there's holy hell, Fat Burgers and In-N-Out burgers.
I like
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It ruins you. It ruins you.
Audience members out there, put it in the comments or
Yeah, let us know
send
where
us
you
a
go
message.
because that's
Where
a
would
tough
you
question.
go?
We want more. We need to go
want
to more
more.
places. So yeah, send
let
us
us know.
Send us ideas.
Get it in the comments below.
We'll take Ed because he doesn't.
You know what? We're gonna have to.
go
We're gonna have
anywhere.
to take this topic on the road and go visit different places.
There's a show, hopefully.
All right, straight to In-N-Out Burger next week. Let's go.
That that he's working on with me as a guest to come on, check out a show. So, anyways, I wanted to hit this. This is one of the subjects. I told Monk a little bit about it, and he's like, "Dude, just save it." First of all, I finally got a chance to mow my lawn because it was
Swampy.
it's terrible. Terrible. In fact, I went over to Monk's house. Did you just mow that day I was over there, Monk, or no?
No, the day before.
Day before. It's same thing. You can't mow because I know I was over his house at least 4 or 5 days before that. And the same thing. He's like, you can't mow because it was so when you walk in the lawn or anything.
Yeah.
And first of all,
Because we live in Ohio, which is the end of America,
yeah, it was terrible.
and it rains a lot.
And I didn't realize that my back, the reason my back always gets wet back there is evidently our lawns go and there's a drainage ditch that goes out to the creek out there.
Is it plugged?
No, I don't think it's. I think it was just we had so much water, so much rain, the lawn couldn't absorb any more water. You know what I mean? It was just
Right, it was oversaturated.
So I tried to mow the lawn on the rider because mine's in the shop, the bush is in the shop. So I got stuck. Okay, this was a week or so ago.
Is it still sitting back there?
No.
Old Swayback went back there and pulled it out.
I took photos, which I'll put the photos online here, where I got stuck, and my brother had to bring his sway back there and literally pull me out with his 4x4 because I was so angry, dude.
You get mad and you start doing
Dude.
dumb shit, and then you break stuff.
God damn, I was so angry, and then
I have a screen door that's like that.
dude, you just
Son of a bitch! Ah, god damn it! Now I made it worse.
Yes. So what happened was I decided, okay, I'm going to do the front the next day. So I go on out and I did the front, and
Yeah,
then
it looked great.
I was I was coming around the wrong side.
I was like, did Ed move? Because this lawn looks abandoned.
and I got stuck on one side, out front. And I'm like, I can't call my brother. Another spot because it was so swampy. And I go, I can't call my brother again because he'll get so upset. So I raged out. You know what I mean? Have you ever had the moments where you just...
I do. I have those. You're calm, fuck something up, try to fix it, fuck it up worse, rage, and break it.
Yeah. I raged out on this, and it's a riding lawnmower, big.
Oh, so you raged, so you just walked away real angry?
No, I raged. I went behind it, all angry, and did the...
I wish I had the $6 million man sound effect.
I lifted it up enough that I could get the wheels over, and then I was able to get it out. So I'm like, thank God I don't have to call him. So I mowed what I could, and I said, fine. So 2 days ago, Monk, when was I over your house? About a day ago or 2 days ago? Sunday.
2 days ago?
3 days ago.
3 days ago.
3 days ago.
That I decided we had a stint of a couple nice days.
Right.
The lawn I could walk on. So I said, I'm going to get out the rider and I'm going to try and mow. All right. Because my other one's still in the shop. So I get on the rider and I'm
Don't you have like 50 mowers back there?
Yeah, in like all different levels of despair.
Are you saving them for parts?
This is the word. Yes, wait. My brother has one back there that was a yard man, a rider.
Yeah.
It broke down and he was going to use it for parts on my father's Ford. He's got a Ford tractor back there.
And that was also sitting there.
Because the front suspension broke on it. So, and he just didn't get motivated enough to fix it. So
now you got 2 lawnmowers that are broke back there.
Right. So then he said,
Let me keep track. I'm gonna.
"You're doing
Get out the whiteboard.
Yeah.
So then he
No,
brought,
you seriously have like 20 lawnmowers back there.
Right. So what happened was he got the 0 turn radius and that works fine.
Okay, we got subcategories now.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Hold on, I'm doing bracketeering here. Right, 1.
Kind of works. So I got it. That runs, but the only thing is you got to watch because the choke, you know how there's a choke on the rider? The choke lever broke, so you have to operate it with...
So you have to reach behind you and operate it by hand? I'm going to put that back up in the broke down category. I don't understand why it's not starting.
So anyways, I get it running. You get it running if you know how to
Mess with the choke.
mess with the choke was because you can't get up.
Because of the sensor at the seat.
Yeah, the sensor to see.
Oh, you cut that thing right the hell out. What the Jesus?
You got to keep that. No.
You cut that thing right out of there. How are you going to get out when your beer's empty to go get another beer and get back on the
Or off and
lawnmower?
come back. It's that simple.
I know. This say that. That's how accidents happen.
They might never start again in Ed's backyard.
Speaking of accidents, I know a guy that was mowing a push. He was using a push mower and he was wearing flip flops.
Oh God!
And he was walking backwards and he slipped and his foot went under the mower deck.
Yeah, but if you, it
It doesn't matter. He slipped. So he was still holding on when he slipped and he pulled it backwards and his foot went under the mower deck.
took off a toe, didn't it?
No,
Oh, but he's got a French manicure.
the top of his foot got hit by the blade.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, it was fucked up.
He's got exposed bones.
Scalped it basically, yeah.
Dude, worse than that. That's where all your like tendons.
Yeah,
and
yeah. He's still got his foot, but it's not a pretty foot. He probably can't wear Crocs. It's a little sensitive where that scar is.
People might talk.
Yeah.
So what happened was
He tells people he dropped a grilled cheese right there. That's that scar. It was real hot.
This is where it gets hokey. So I'm driving on the 0.
Wait, it wasn't already hokey? Mr. Reach behind you?
I got right. So I got it going. I'm mowing, and before this, listen to this. Dude. Before this, we start.
Sound effect.
Before all this, before I got the chance to mow, I was going to clean up because you got a push mower, a self-propelled,
Yeah.
semi-self-propelled.
Semi right now. I'm waiting to see how this guy does fixing Ed's mower.
Fixing mine, yeah, semi-self-propelled. Now, because of your trees, do you go out there and get all the brush beforehand if limbs fall down, or do you just go right over
If
it?
they're like the small little twig branches, I'll mow them over.
Right.
The bigger branches I cut up and do what I do with them.
Right, give them to me.
No,
Right.
those are limbs. There's a
Right.
difference between a limb and a branch.
Right. I'm the type of guy that, if it's a certain size too, I'm pissed off. I'm not bending over to do that because here you don't discover it till
After the fact, after you hit it.
After you hit it, whatever.
Well, I cleaned out all the grass that was on the mower deck, so I'm good there. I can start anew.
Right.
We got a neighbor that's notorious.
Yes, he does. He mows over lawn furniture. And
It'll be. Oh,
I think there's.
it just stalls out right there, and you. And he goes right to the next one.
I've been at Monk's house in his backyard having a beer, and he'll go, Shh, wait, the guy's going to mow his lawn. And you go out, and you hear everything he hit. Like he's hitting, he must be hitting
You think
roots.
the fucking hose nozzle goes shooting across the yard and bangs off the fence.
Dude, I hit one of our dog's squeaky toys in the yard. And dude, it bent the blade so bad after it shot it out.
You're kidding.
Dude, it was like a hockey stick. I had to keep it on the back wheels to push it. It was like, it was like a 45.
Are you kidding?
Not at because I was like, oh man, it stalled the mower out. I went to pull it. I'm like, fuck, it's not pulling. I really fucked it up. And I looked under the mower deck and I'm like, holy shit. And that dog toy is in our
get
backyard.
back to the
this
squeaky
day
toy
against
sound
that.
effect fast enough. Damn it.
well, you're going to need it because so what happened is I said, okay, I'm going to go clean up the brush from the limbs that fell.
Yeah.
I got to do a bunch of the trees anyways. I got to cut some of the limbs down. So I go out there and I get a wheelbarrow full of brush and I bring it over to the gate and I
lit it on fire.
And I'm looking in the distance and there's the hellhound. They're staring at me and I'm like,
I wish I could do the right. We standing there. It's a face off. He's drooling and growling, and you're standing there with a wheelbarrow full of brush.
what I decided to do.
Light it on fire and push it at him.
The best thing you could do.
That's what I would have done.
So I even grabbed his ball and
Like, was it still on his body, or is this after he got neutered?
no, like his
Oh,
ball.
I wasn't sure.
He brought it home from the vet with him.
Because I wanted to distract him so I can get through the gate. There it is. So I grab his ball and I throw it, and he looks. And as soon as I get to the gate, and he did this, where he kind of looked at the ball, and you could see the grin.
He knew what he was doing.
He knew. He had like training or something.
When he escaped a couple weeks ago, somebody gave him,
So he bolted. I opened that gate, and he bolted past me. And the hellhound took off, and I'm not chasing the dog.
Yeah.
I'm not chasing the dog, and I took because they'll make a game out
He
of it.
ran down to Five Guys on 58. He needed a burger.
And he bolted and run, and I swear to you, I turned and I was like, "Bye." I swear to you, and I'm like, "I'm done." So I
Goddamn dog came back.
He came back. So what happened was I go through and I go in the house and I say, "Hey, Mom, by the way, hellhound's gone. We're gonna wait a week, and I'm gonna get you the
I got an eye on a
I say,
chihuahua.
She wanted a lap dog. Yes. So I said, "I'm gonna get you a lap dog," and she said, "Okay, that's fine." She said, "The hell with the dog. If he doesn't want to do, let him go." So I called my brother and I said, "Just letting you know, hellhound's gone. He ran out the gate. I don't care." He took off down the road. I just waved to him and said, I did. And Eric was like, "Okay, that's cool with me. Fine." Because last time my mom got upset and my brother went chasing for the.
Yeah, and then you look like a fool.
I look like a fool.
And you almost get hit by 20 cars.
Right, right. So the next thing, my brother comes over to the house for whatever reason. He just came over to visit, pulls in, and he goes, "Hey, man, the hellhound's sitting." He says, "Open up your back gate." And I went, "What?" Open up the gate, and the dog, he says, the dog was sitting in the driveway. And I'm like, "Son of a bitch." He came back.
With a Five Guys bag.
But yeah, he goes, "Hey, Ed, I like these burgers." P.S. Fuck you and that chew toy. And if you ever touch my ball again, I'll kill you. So help me God, I'll kill you.
This is I was so mad. Like get in the thing. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna put the dog in the house, and I'm gonna mow." All right, this is when I went over to Monk's afterwards, and he does. As soon as you put him in the house, he knows you're out there, and he nonstop barking. You.
No.
So I get in the mower. Look at the look on your face. That says it all. So I decided I was going to get on the mower and mow. And then I got cocky, too, because I went to the deep section.
Ooh,
right.
Well, the thing is, you make a pass and you're like, all right, this was safe.
Yes.
And it's like Russian roulette with your lawnmower in the swampland.
Yes.
You're like, I made it this time.
Yes.
Let's give her another whirl.
Yes. So what
Son of a bitch!
I did. So I didn't want to get stuck. So I was slowly doing it, and I was getting cocky. But this is where the craziness happened, and I was like, oh God, no. That I'm driving on the mower, and I got to went into the deeper section. I felt the kind of Tokyo drifting on me because it was still a little soft there. So I got her in and got it out. So I said, okay. Well, I must have rustled something in the deep woods, in the deep section of the lawn. So when I came back, I'm coming back. And, when you mow, do you like use it as Zen? Like, in other words, do you use headphones?
I'm not a fan of mowing, so I'm like angry the whole time.
Are you?
I hate mowing. I hate lawn work.
Well,
Hell yeah.
Monk makes the mini monks do
Hell, why do you?
Well, they're not at my house now, are they? So
right. So I Zen. I like go out of my body and
you like create fake scenarios in your head and argue with yourself. If I would have said that, I would have totally.
I'm gonna mow you right over right now.
Son of a bitch. You know what I got to say about that?
I'm living my whole fake life.
When I get to the end of this line, I'm gonna turn around and come back and get you.
Right. I'm living my whole fantasy life in my head when I mow on the rider. Because, you're riding and I Zen and I just
and then for some reason you come back to reality for a second.
Right. Aww. Well, this is what happened. I did the pass, and then I went back to where I did the Tokyo drifting.
You kind of.
I wanted to even out the thing, but not going to the deep end.
I can do it this time.
As I'm rolling, I'm zenning. I happened to see some movement out of my. Not peripheral, but it was like
your blurred vision or whatever.
Yes, your
daydream vision.
Your daydream vision. I saw movement, and I looked down, and right ahead of my feet was a garden snake.
Oh, they don't hurt you,
dude. It was like anaconda size.
They don't hurt you.
It was big though.
Yeah, they don't hurt you. They're garden snakes. They eat mice, which you really need.
You should have brought it in the house.
Yeah, you could have had it.
It would have turned into an anaconda if it was in the house.
Well, yeah.
We'd have to call Dr. Now to thin the snake out.
Well, I see this movement, and I look, and it's doing the
trying to shimmy away.
And I'm
no. Here comes Ed.
Oh no! Did you hit it?
I didn't know to the last second.
Not only did he hit it.
Yes, listen, I hit it, and you because it was big.
Yeah,
dude, this thing had a.
It was big.
Did you kill it?
It was 6 feet long. If it was,
it was 10 feet tall. If it was 100.
When I hit it, and I was like, "Oh no!" and it shot out the chute. You know what I mean? And it went on. I went, "Oh God!" And I could see kind of as I'm looking back. It's half a snake now.
Yeah.
So I come back and
it was a pissed off half a snake.
It was still alive?
When I come back the other direction.
Oh no.
It's
coming to get him.
And it's in a semi-coil, like it's ready to attack, and it's got like
it's all jacked.
Its eyes are all bulgy, and I swear it was like giving me the finger.
One last hurrah, one last.
It's gonna bite you with its little minuscule teeth.
Yeah, it was its last stand. You hit it again, didn't you?
Well, I had to put it out.
Yes, he did. Like 3 times. Forward, reverse, forward, reverse, forward, reverse.
It's dead now.
Oh, it's dead now. So
I'm coming back.
When I hit it, this
coming back to get you again.
Oh, this thing, it must have tried to bite at the blade.
Oh,
And it got, because I could feel
you could feel it in the mower deck.
I could feel it in the mower deck just bouncing.
It was trying to stall your motor. You son of a
Whapping
bitch!
around.
That's off. You're a dead man.
It was, in other words, when it shut up, all you see is a little hand trying to swing in me.
It was trying to hit that choke switch behind you. You son of a bitch.
The little tail's trying to hit the choke switch. Is that? Yeah, I was like, oh, I felt so bad. But then,
Yeah, because like I say, they eat mice.
do garden snakes?
Fuck yeah, they do.
But I thought, are they venomous or no?
No.
no,
They choke them out.
because I can't tell the difference. What do you mean they choke them?
They squeeze them until they.
It's not a reticulating python.
What do you think snakes do?
They grab them with both hands and choke them out.
like,
You see little teeny snake hands. They're like,
just little.
they're all like,
They got little short arms but big hands.
They're like this, trying to choke a mouse out, like like the Chuck. They're doing this. They're like,
they're not T-Rex arms.
and they do this to them. They're like, shh.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
That's why they can't full Nelson them. And
I
then,
thought they choked them out. I don't know.
no, I thought garden snakes
Maybe they just eat them whole.
are no,
They're not venomous.
they may not be venomous to us, but
No,
isn't
they're
there
not venomous.
just like they said? I have a fear, not an arachnophobia to the point, but like daddy longleggers.
They're not poisonous. I just watched a show on that.
I thought daddy longleggers not poisonous to us because their fangs aren't long enough to penetrate our skin.
Well,
I thought they're poisonous. They're like the poisonous spider to critters,
I don't know.
aren't they?
I know
Hey, long legs, they'll just choke you out because they got long
they got
legs.
those really long legs.
They're just,
They give really good hugs in your sleep.
dude, that is one of my fears.
Of
Is
getting cocooned by a spider in your sleep.
not
It
cocoon.
happened to Harry Potter.
I have a fear of, like I that's why I say.
They say you eat like a spider a year or
Do
something
you
like
believe that? Do you?
Yes, I enjoy them.
that. You know what? Thank God I got my CPAP mask. I ain't eating those spiders no more.
What if they come through to like the other end of it and work their way through the tube?
It's like one of those hamster trails that come through the hose.
Yeah, they say those rats in New York can like squish themselves down and come through the pipes and come out your sink.
It's like a water slide for. Now with your thing, can anything get in your CPAP?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know I honestly don't know how it works. I know it's got a hose from said machine to said mask, which is attached to my face.
Right, because this is part of the anxiety. You have a refrigerator in your bedroom.
Yeah. And a coffee maker.
And a CPAP, all like a big
CPAP,
giant
right.
console.
It's like the old 80s
And a
TVs
65-inch television.
and a big oak cabinet.
You've got one of those from Christmas Story, all big bundle of all these cords all plugged. plugged.
I got extension cords running all around my room to different outlets.
You'd have to, because you get with a mini fridge kicking on, plus a coffee maker,
What's wrong with that?
all at the same time, and your TV kicks on. Do you have a toaster?
Yeah.
No, but I'm thinking about getting an air fryer for up. I have some toaster strudels in my little freezer and my mini fridge. I have coffee.
Air fryers are so economical.
You'd have an air. I can see you in bed. Just leave it, because you said
I
you
have a
would-
little pot holder hanging out next to the bed.
He's on the nightstand right next to the bed. Just to reach over and pull the bucket out. Becky, I got pizza rolls.
You want a pizza roll? Dude, that'd be amazing. You know when you come home drunk at night and you're like, man, I want some pizza rolls, but I want to go to bed. Boom.
6
roll in
minutes.
bed.
6 minutes.
Wait a minute. Wait, have you ever been so drunk you ate while you... Do you eat in bed at all? Or
Oh,
no?
absolutely. I
You do?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Aren't you afraid of like crumbs and stuff on your
What
bed?
I do is not scarf it down like an animal. I can see you shoving it in.
And then we get the crumbs the next morning.
Ed probably looks like Cookie Monster when he eats. He's just going everywhere. He's getting a bite out of every cookie.
You don't eat like chips and stuff in bed because
Absolutely, I do. Chips and salsa, popcorn.
Crackers, just because of the saying,
yeah.
never eat crackers in bed. That's the first fucking thing I went to go eat in bed.
Those cheese
They
crackers.
say you can't do it. I'm gonna do it.
you're kidding. What about and you don't eat sandwiches?
I'll eat a motherfucking sandwich.
Oh,
It's up there.
a Kmart sub.
I wish I had a Kmart sub.
I could just see you though on a drunk night coming home, crawling into bed, all covered with like lettuce.
Ladies and gentlemen,
With
just for the record, Byron
Little
just
Caesars
texted me
pizza.
and said he wasn't going to make it to the show tonight.
And
Who did?
Byron.
Byron.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, and he didn't text me. Figures.
Well,
That's what it is. It is what it is. I just wanted because that I don't like late night eating, especially in bed.
oh, I love.
We know what you like late night in bed.
Yeah, it's called.
And all your stuffed animals
Sleepwalking.
tell us about it. Your stuffed animals are spilling the beans.
I had something. This is
They're
again,
writing a book. There's
It's
going to be a
all-
documentary.
Tell all.
It's off subject. I found as I'm getting older, there's certain foods this is weird. At certain times, I can't eat certain foods. Like what I mean.
What, like around Halloween, you can't eat a pumpkin roll?
No, no. What I'm saying is, like at night,
Oh, during the day. Yeah.
during the day, I found out like I love breakfast. For some reason, I
Yeah.
love breakfast.
Huge fan of breakfast.
Because you never get up early enough to have it. You forgot what it was like.
Yeah, you do. You sleep in late.
No, I did not that late. But
What time do you get up?
I'm usually up by 7:30, but I don't get out. I stay. I mull around because I don't want to wake my mom.
So you get up about 7:30. You stay in bed till about 10.
no,
Because
not
usually
at all.
if I text you,
Yeah,
and you're
that's
like,
about
I'm
right.
just getting my coffee and breakfast for my mom.
I'm out.
I didn't want to wake her when I got out of bed.
I am. No, I
See,
am.
That's why you need a mini fridge, a coffee maker, and a toaster oven
I
in your
am
bedroom.
by 9:00. I'm making her coffee and the toast and everything, waiting for her to. And it's
Why
scary.
don't you have a coffee maker in your bedroom? You have literally. I'm looking at 50 coffee makers.
No, I just don't.
I'm like, there is no reason he can't have a coffee
There's only
and an air
one
fryer.
plug up there.
And
I'm-
an air
I'm
fryer.
willing to bet that if I go beyond the curtain into the other garbage dump 2, as I refer to it, I saw they actually filmed the garbage disposal scene of Star Wars back there. There's
That giant snake comes up out of there, that big arm.
that's the
that
one he hit
grabs
with
him.
his lawnmower. That's why I'm so pissed off.
Right.
I'll bet you there's a couple mini fridges back there.
Right. I don't think so. I don't.
There might be one in the car.
I know
full of junk in
there's.
your garage.
I know there's one. I think there's one in the garage, and I know there's
There's
one.
4 of them with a bed frame on top of it.
I just don't. It's another one of those things that it forces me. I don't want to be doing it in bed. I want to have to get up and go to get it.
So
It's
put it on
stuck.
the other side of the room and then come back to bed.
Just,
Dude, you don't have to wake anybody up. They
What?
could sleep all day.
that's the scary part, dude. Is so I
You will.
right. I come out. I start the coffee and everything. Feed the animals. Do all the things that I got to do. Get toast ready, and then I the time
Time it out.
and then that's when I go check to make sure it's still
Yeah,
breathing.
put the- yeah.
Still breathing.
Yeah.
That's why. So I get it, and I let her, because here's the thing. Elderly they may go to bed at 8 at night, but they'll sit in bed till 3 or 4 in the morning. Like my
No, they'll
dad,
go to bed at 8 at night. They'll just wake up at 3 in the morning.
my dad used to do that. He would roam the house and he bang on the walls with
Well, he's trying to keep quiet so everybody else can sleep.
dude, he would say, "Hey, if I'm up, everyone has to be up." Did you have a dad like that
No.
didn't do it?
No, my dad just made us get up anyhow. 7 o'clock on Saturday, you guys are sleeping in. No, Dad, we're already in the living room eating cereal and watching cartoons.
But anyway, I love breakfast. I love love breakfast and flavor combinations of breakfast. Like what?
Give me fucking Lucky Charms for cereal.
Oh wait, okay. My go-to for food-wise breakfast is like say eggs or scrambled
Well, I'm
eggs.
going on level of motivation.
Yeah, it's anything from a
Egos and
Pop-Tart,
Cheerios,
Pop-Tart and
yeah.
up.
Yeah, then I'll work my way up to omelet or
Dude,
pancakes.
First of all, I don't like Eggos. I don't. I'd rather.
what about the thick, fluffy Eggos? Have you had those?
those?
Those are delicious.
Those are good.
Those
yeah.
are like Yeah.
They are, but I won't eat them.
If you
by-
got motivation, a toaster strudel, because you have to pop that little icing pack.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a lot of work.
It is. It is. It is.
You got to rip that little thing with your
Yeah,
teeth because you
you
can't do it with your weak little fingers.
It's the worst. It's scissors. They got kitchen scissors, and so what?
So looking around, you probably have 5,000 pairs. One is sharp.
None of them cut for shit.
They all say lefty. They're little doll ones from kindergarten. I can't cut construction paper with this shit.
It's all rounded.
Yeah. So nobody could get stabbed with it.
No, I love breakfast, and so now I'll eat cereal, but not a lot. Not
Well, it depends, like I said, your level of motivation.
right. But my thing is, at night, if you don't want, like you say, hey, I want something.
Ooh,
Let's
cereal.
say it's 10 or 11 o'clock, and you say, what?
You're eating at 10 or 11 o'clock?
Well, yeah, if you're hungry. Don't you eat? Do you eat that?
I'll
late?
eat at any time of the day and wake if I'm hungry.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay, yeah.
I
if you-
try not to eat 3 hours before I go to bed. So if I'm eating something in
3
bed,
hours?
Yeah.
Is there a health reason for
Yeah,
that?
there's
No.
somehow I read it somewhere.
Okay.
But if I'm eating in bed, I'm planning on staying up later.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not going to eat a full-fledged meal. You're going to eat
Chips and salsa, potato chips and dip.
Something-
Healthy shit.
something.
Big giant thing of pizza rolls.
String cheese. I love string cheese.
Oh,
I eat it like just
I got a string cheese deal for you. You wrap it with a wonton wrapper.
Ooh, I would eat that. And deep fried?
Oh, wait, yes, it gets good, and then you dip it in some egg batter and
Who's
the
that motivated?
panko breadcrumbs, and then you deep fry them.
Well, now I would eat that.
I'm not that motivated.
Or-
That's a lot of work.
You could go
Well,
to
that's not go before bed. That's like straight
go
up.
to
I'm
the
going to
grocery
destroy
freezer
myself
section.
at dinner.
get some pre-made ones and just air fry them.
I had something happen to me. Well, I
Did you get a mozzarella stick stuck in your butthole? You never know, Ed. I don't know with you. I'm just spitballing here.
I decided
He went to Subway and got one of them 12-inch churros.
this is
Ooh, I want
8
one.
inches of it disappeared.
like, no, this is a breakfast thing. So I decided at night, if it's that late, it's easy. It's filling, and you don't have to do a lot of work. I'd rather have a sandwich. But
Oatmeal.
I love oatmeal.
I eat oatmeal a lot.
Cocoa wheat. Cocoa.
No, I'm talking just oatmeal.
Just regular
Real oatmeal.
oatmeal. Do you like the cinnamon and
I like cinnamon sugar.
Oh,
It's
yes.
terrible for you, but I
Oh,
like it.
man.
Yeah, right. Oatmeal is actually really good for you.
Oh, well, look at me. I'm a picture of fucking health, aren't I?
Body built by donuts.
It's really helping me out.
It's really good for you. So I found out, and even if I use the oat milk, all right.
Oat milk?
Yeah. You ever had oat milk?
Oh, no, I do. We do.
You do soy?
No, not soy. Almond milk.
Almond.
milk.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do oat milk?
Yeah.
It's made of the white blood cell from Hall and Oates.
Jaron Oates gives it up 3 times a day.
the white blood.
White blood cell.
They're just ringing him out. No, yeah, I just recently tried it. It's not bad. The oat milk isn't bad.
Now, what did you recently try? Wieners?
No.
I don't know where you're going with this, Ed. I'm trying to follow along. You're making it hard.
No.
Wieners.
But I used the oat milk. Recently I found out with the regular milk at night. I had cereal, Lucky Charms.
I love Lucky Charms.
Love Lucky Charms. And they've been adding, I got the one that had more marshmallows.
I get the generic brand that has more marshmallows.
Did you?
It's called Medio Marshmallows.
Yeah, it is good too. I've
Yeah.
had that too. Well,
Anyhow,
I had it, and I think I used, because at that time I didn't have any oat milk till I had to go get
so
some
you use regular.
regular cow milk. And dude,
Did you shit the bed?
no, I found out. I don't know if it's my age or because
Yes.
when I did it. First of all, it makes me extremely phlegmy. You know what I
No,
mean?
any ice cream or that'll do that. Milk. Yeah.
Does
Did you
it?
get the milk phlegm? We always talk about that. When you drink like chocolate milk and you're like,
I've never.
yeah, or like if you eat a sundae, you know what I mean?
A Sunday makes me thirsty. Yeah.
No, sundae makes you phlegmy.
Is it phlegmy? Well, I had this, and dude,
I'm totally telling him what he gets. It makes you phlegmy. Oh, okay.
You're doing the Jedi thing.
This isn't the phlegm you're looking for.
I got, dude, I woke up choking because I sleep on my back. I started on my back and I must have gone.
Dude, were you wearing a CPAP or no?
No.
Oh, so you sleep with your mouth open though. You're a mouth breather.
I use the breathe right strip so that I can breathe, and then
You sure it was phlegm and not ghost jizz?
Breathe right strip in the red ball gag. It's a good look.
I bet you there's a ghost floating around your bedroom and right now laughing at you. Totally made him give me a ghost blowjob. A blow, Jay. That was ghost jizz in your mouth. It wasn't phlegm.
See,
It was ectoplasm.
that can't be real. People having sex with ghosts. That can't
I don't know. I saw that movie, The Entity.
You know,
Scared the shit out of me. I didn't want to get railed in my beehole by a angry, horny ghost. It said it's a true story.
I think she was dating a guy and it didn't work out, so she just.
Or it was a ghost that railed her.
I don't think that. If that was true,
Ed wears 90s, the sexy 90s all the time now. Hey, Mr. Ghost!
He's taunting the ghost.
I don't like sleeping under the covers, and I like to, sleep face down, butt up like a bike rack.
like a bike rack.
I'm using the pillow just the way you like it.
Hey, Mr. Ghost!
Right? Oh no! Oh no! I didn't wear underwear to bed.
But this sweet ass negligee I got from my mom's closet.
Dude, I'm telling you. I know one thing. You were talking. What'd you want to hit on?
AC. What temperature did you turn on the AC? Because mine is going strong.
Wait, when did you turn it on?
What was the day it hit 75?
Is that really?
Yes.
February 27th.
No, it's been on for about a week now, I'd say, because I live in a 2-story old house that was built in 1890, and even though we had it all re-insulated and everything, the upstairs, even with the windows open, gets super fucking hot. You know what I mean?
They don't have circulation. They had no idea how that worked.
Yeah.
man.
And so
Central air, right?
I have a central air, yeah. So we had to put like cold air returns in and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
So like as soon as it gets like 75, our upstairs is like, I don't know, temperature of the sun.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you set your temperature at then?
For our house thermostat?
Yeah.
73.
Broil.
73 isn't bad. I keep it at 75 here.
Well, you're older, so you'll
depending
probably
on-
get a cold real easy.
Depending on
And your immune system's probably shot with the way you eat. And ghost jizz doesn't help. So
it lowers my.
it lowers your immunities.
It's very chunky.
Why does my phlegm taste like ghost jizz? You wake up in the morning, you're like, that's not phlegm. What does that taste? I know it.
And all my clothes are inside out.
Well, one's tucked in your butthole.
All my stuffed animals are in a semicircle staring at me.
They're all laughing and pointing. They're like, it's about time.
They're like, we saw it all.
We seen it.
It can't be. Dude, it can't be real. I think that kind of stuff is just night sex and you're a sound sleeper.
I don't know. She lived alone. But getting back to the AC, when did you turn yours on?
It's on now. It's on right now. But I keep mine at 75. Now was 82 the other day.
It was 83 today.
80, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was run. I mean, it's.
Did you go outside today or no?
Yeah. Yes.
Or is that just when you were waiting for me to get here at 6 at night? Yeah, I went outside today.
Yeah.
Why?
I went out. Yes.
Had opened the door for Chuck.
Dude, I had to go to AAA and pay my AAA dues. Now, do you have AAA?
I do. I've had AAA since I was like
36 years. Mine was 30. I celebrated
I've had
36
it a
years.
long
Yeah, I
time.
bet the same thing as me.
because
Yeah.
I've needed it a
It's
couple
worthwhile.
times and it
Dude,
paid for
it's
itself.
worthwhile. And I got you and I think both
I got the
have-
plus.
Yes, you and I both.
So
the
they can
gold.
tow me 100 miles or whatever
Yes,
it is.
it's more.
I need you to tow me to Michigan and back.
because you don't want to drive to the casino. Listen, just go to the casino.
Hey, Gus, what do you say you tow me down to the Toledo Casino?
Right, I have the AAA plus. Yeah, same
Yeah.
as you. Yeah, and it's worthwhile. It's like $90, and you get. You also did you know that you have a bail bonds with that thing?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you can get out of jail.
Just in case.
Yeah, you get out of jail with that too. But so I went in, dude. I'm going to say this: that what has happened to our nation that when I went into AAA, does everybody look like they need a shower? You know what I mean?
Where was your AAA office?
Where the hell is a AAA office? I have never even seen a. I drive everywhere.
Used to be in
I've
Elyria.
never
In Elyria by
seen-
Midway Mall, yeah.
Oh yeah, well, who goes there anymore?
Zombies. It looks like, I'm telling you.
Exactly. There's a helicopter parked up on the roof, and they're backing all the semis up to the doors,
Yeah, there's
so
a
that
bunch
the
of zombies
zombies
inside.
can't get into the mall.
Is it even open?
I don't.
Yeah.
They're turning it into a Cleveland Clinic or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I know.
Yeah, I know the Lorraine Port Authority bought it. And I know they're going to do something.
It's out. It's out in Avon, and
Okay.
I had to drive out there to get it. And I walk
Oh
in.
my God, you went that far?
Check-in?
No, I ain't gonna send a check in. I'll just go there and pay.
So you, instead of paying 64 cents for a stamp and mailing it, because I'm sure your truck gets amazing gas mileage.
$6.40
Yeah, because with gas at $3
each way.
now.
Right.
Yeah, you are good with your money. You are good.
That's why his name is.
Ed Money.
It gets
Money.
me out. It gets me out. So I get to go out and go and
Maybe there's a AAA in Birmingham.
plus there
Or
used,
Massillon.
there used to be cute girls that worked there.
There's the dun 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 dun.
Dun dun
There
dun.
was. And the girl that helped me out, dude, she had nails like this long.
Oh, she had those macaroni
Oh,
nails.
you like that?
No,
Because you know there's poop out of them.
dude. I thought that same thing. It's funny you said that. I actually thought that.
Lots of
wipe your
things.
butt without getting poop under your
Lots
nails.
of
Okay.
things under there.
Dude,
I mean, look at Ed doesn't even have any nails, and I'm looking at poop under his right
That's on top.
Oh, my bad.
it's on the palm. It's all in the. It's on the forearm. How did you get it on your chest?
It's on his elbows.
He's like, have you ever heard of German dungeon porn? No? Okay.
No. So yeah, I went out there and I was like, God damn. So everybody looked like they have the hair like the bottom of the basement workforce. You know what I mean? Not saying that.
You talking about me again?
Not saying.
Yeah,
Not
wow.
saying there because I started
Damn.
walking around. They've got something called a Firehouse Subs.
Ooh, those are good subs.
Have you ever been there?
Those are decent subs.
There's some
like a
good
better
ones in there.
Penn Station.
There's
You
some
like a
very
better
good
Penn
ones.
Station?
I'm not a fan of Penn Station.
Really? No.
You got to find the right Penn Station.
one in Amherst.
All franchises are not the same.
Where's your one in local here?
Right next to
Ding dong,
Oh, that's
Five
right.
Guys.
That's right. We went.
right in the Myers parking lot.
Yeah,
That's right.
Well,
We went-
that's further than his truck can make it. So
No, we went. That's right. Didn't we go there, Monk? You and I know.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I-
I told you, don't hit on the girls in there
Oh, that's right.
because
oh god, he always does with the cheesiest lines. Hey, pretty lady, were your parents terrorists? Because you're the bomb. Hey, pretty lady, are your pants made of mirrors? Because I could see myself in them.
You want to play screen?
is
door? I can
there
slam
a
you on the
mirror in your pocket?
wall. No, I don't use any cheesy stuff.
Hi, pretty lady, I live with my mom.
No, but he was ready to
Wait,
just like
no.
start swooping in.
Hey, pretty lady, I live with my mom and bang my stuffed animals.
That usually works.
That's
oddly enough.
that's a good
Oh,
one.
dude, you know what? I had to call him. I had to call CPAP that I had that one girl I talked to. They went to the winery. They wanted me to go.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, listen. Hey, Monk, listen. They wanted me to go out. They had a toga night at a winery.
And why? I don't understand why you didn't go.
Dude,
Because his sheets are gray.
And, well, Ed's has pee stains and vomit on him. Depending on which night, what he's watching for porn that night.
they're flippable.
Dude, you ever see Two Girls in One Cup? Yeah, I totally reenacted it on my Star Wars bed sheets. I think I'll wear those tonight.
This
Toga.
They're all stiff as a board. It looks like he's got
Light as a feather.
Victoria's Secret wings on.
You look at him.
He like hang glides in with his bed sheet.
No, dude, I had Spider-Man bed sheets, and
Surprise!
Oh, you still do, I bet.
now
It's all full of webbing now.
Wish I had that sound effect.
no, that I did. Didn't you have anything like that growing up?
No, we didn't. We had the
Really?
bare necessities growing up.
Like the comforter. I know I had a
like,
Spider-Man.
a comforter, a bed sheet. Yeah,
Really?
there was nothing fancy. I did have a NFL sleeping bag.
I didn't have it. I never owned a sleeping bag. You know that?
That's because you never got to have friends and go on sleepovers.
We would camp out in the closet.
Well, you stayed there anyhow.
That was called the bunkhouse.
You guys want to camp out in the closet? That's cool.
You know, it was funny. My younger brother, that he would always get angry at my mom, like when anything would, and he would think that he's gonna trick her.
And say he ran away and hide in the closet.
he would. Oh man, listen, my younger brother. He was such a terrorist growing up a terror. You're growing up to my mom. She would ask her. Well, no, you're never gonna ask her. But he would rage. He had anger issues. This is the one that choked out when at work that he had to go to anger management.
Oh yeah.
They had to go to work. So he one time, my mom and him got into something. He destroyed, he's one of those kids that destroyed his room. And she called my dad, who was working at the auto plant.
Yeah.
And she goes, "You better get home. I'm going to divorce you if you don't come home and take your son is acting like a wild, crazy mom." Screaming and yelling. My dad, she said, "Your father's coming home." And he did his damnedest to make the whole room perfect and then hid in the closet. like you're not going to find him. Like a little kid.
They'll never see me in here. It's my hiding spot. So the whole time he was sitting in the closet, trying to be all quiet, and all you could hear is your heartbeat.
Dude, you never did anything like that. Did you ever get angry and say you're going to run away when
Oh,
you're a
yeah,
kid?
you say that, but dude, I lived on the outskirts of town. Where's I going to run? Oh, look, we have a backyard full of woods. Ooh. I ran away to IGA. It was like a mile away.
There was one time, I just thought of this when I was a kid, that I got into it with my mom, and
She
said,
kicked your ass, didn't she? Because you still can't fight.
we had a park. I lived on, for the audience, I lived in this place in Lorraine, and there was a park behind where I used to live, all right? And I lived in Gargis, and then we had a park back there. And so I got angry, and I packed a little bag. I put a sweater on. I had like
You're the sweater you wear to this day, plus a sweater vest, those white Skechers, the Velcro mall walkers. Oh, and some sweet-ass plaid trousers.
I had...
Don't forget about the socks that come all the way up his calves with the 3 yellow stripes around the top.
Right, I had. This is a funny part. I remember this. That I put this tiny little baggy thing. It was almost like a golf or a bowling bag, and I put in like a shirt or two, one pair of underwear, and I didn't have any money, but I had a beer can.
Something's never changed.
I had a beer can collection going.
Yeah.
So I grabbed like a couple beer cans.
In case you wanted to cash them in.
I figured,
With a couple cone tops, I'm going to score.
Cone tops, totally. What do you give me for this
Jenny
Schlitz?
cream ale?
This Schlitz, let's see,
Flat top. It's a flat top. Ain't been opened.
remember when Schlitz had like a
Yeah.
12 series can of wilderness scenes?
oh,
You got the hunter shooting at the duck can. Rare.
right, and I was.
It hasn't been opened. Look, it opened from the bottom.
I don't know what I was thinking. I was a kid. I had to be, let's say I moved here, I'd say 10, 11 when we moved here. So I was like that age, like 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
But I put in, and I didn't know
Where'd you move here from?
From Lorraine. We moved from Lorraine to Amherst. And so I
It
didn't
was
know.
a big move. It's all their truck could make it.
It broke down.
Yep, here's where they stayed.
I had to,
Here's where we're buying this place right here.
Oh, look, it came with a dog.
concept of money when you're a kid. So I had just a couple beer cans thinking, that'll last me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I wrote this note. I remember the note.
Dear Mom,
For 75 cents a piece at the flea market.
I'm running away.
Right. I did. It was a note like, "Dear Mom."
I'm going to catch fish in the stream here to eat.
That's
I
right.
got a old frothing slosh can. I got a...
Oh, yeah, you're naming all the classics.
And I
I
said-
feel like you're looking at a beer can collection.
Right.
Oh, I had one.
I put on
I got a gallon can. I'm going to get $3 for that one.
Yeah.
it was a Foster's. So
it was
I put on this note that said,
Oktoberfest.
Mom, I'm moving. I'm angry, whatever. I'm running away, but just in case I'm in the park, and
Just in case you find my body in the drainage ditch.
right? Like, what are you gonna do in the park?
Oh yeah,
So-
and all the soap you made me eat, I'm gonna go blind.
They're ready to do that. They're ready to eat soap.
You never get your mouth washed out with soap?
No.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But this is so. I remember that. It's all.
You never got hit with Hot Wheel track?
Oh God, yeah.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
that's how I met Mrs. Monk.
Dude, they leave welts.
You hit Mrs. Monk with Hot Wheel track?
Yeah, on our first date.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we went. She was a coworker. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna go shopping after work. You want to go with me?" I had to get some rock and roll clothes for a gig. She's like, "Okay." And we're tooling around the mall, and there was a toy store, like KB Toy Store.
KB Toys, yeah.
Yeah, well, they had like this box, all these Hot Wheels track sections. I just grabbed one and cracked her right in the ass with it. Love
work
after
out?
that, buddy.
Oh.
Love, true love.
It was happily ever after.
That's it.
20-some
Here we
years
are.
later, that Hot Wheels track, he kept it. It's bronze.
Oh, I haven't. There's still a bunch here somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but I get it out on anniversaries.
Yeah. Happy anniversary. Ow.
I'm going to do that this year. That's a good idea.
You ought to set up a Hot Wheels through the whole house, and you can watch
No,
every
just
room.
one, all you need is one little 3-foot piece.
So speaking of Hot Wheels, dude, I have been hooked on watching on YouTube commercials from the
my
80s.
God.
Oh, yes. Yes, you get
love-
in that rabbit hole.
Watching those commercials.
What do you mean?
I don't know if it's a nostalgia thing or
Yeah, it's
because
we're
you know,
old. We're looking at our childhood.
because there, a
see
lot of them will be
brands?
like toys from the 80s commercials or
Yeah.
foods from the 80s commercials.
Yeah.
And dude, when you see like, oh man, I totally had that. That was kick ass. And you're like, I should go buy that again. Except like when I watch the fast food commercials from the 80s, I get pissed off because they'll show like a McDLT and how big it was.
And it looked good.
Or right.
Yeah, but it never was when you got it.
was.
it was.
It was.
The McDLT, the Big Macs.
No,
looked
it was
great.
a mess slathered across 2 pieces of styrofoam.
Man.
No,
Yeah, they came
I
in
don't
little
believe it.
styrofoam flip tops.
Yeah.
Yeah, half the cool side on the cool side, the hot
was my-
side on the hot
That
side.
was my favorite McDonald's sandwich of all
Not the,
time.
not the quarter pounder.
Oh, I got
No,
a
the
picture to send you
McDLT.
right now, Chucky. Oh, you're gonna die.
Were you a McRib guy?
I love McRibs.
Really?
I would eat the shit out of a McRib. I don't even know what that meat, what animal that rib meat was from, and I would. It could have been what are those?
Porpoise.
What are
It was
those rodents?
What, a muskrat?
No, they're real big and they're like in Australia or something.
A dingo?
No, they look like a beaver with like a short tail.
A platypus?
No,
What?
does that look like a beaver? It's got a bill for crying out loud.
An armadillo?
Anyhow, I don't know what. No, an armadillo. I'm not even talking to you anymore
Well,
about
I'm
food.
trying to think what creatures live in Australia that are,
Our armadillos are from Texas, aren't they?
I don't know.
Yes,
Okay.
and they look like a
Wombat? No.
Swamp? not-
wombat. Yeah, isn't that
Wombat.
Australian?
There you
Yeah.
go. Wombat.
I'd eat the shit out of that rib meat if it was a McRib. Came with pickles
Tasmanian
and
devil.
onions.
See, you like.
Loved them.
I think you like the sauce.
I don't know.
think
I
that's
haven't
what-
had one in years, but I would eat the shit out of those when I was young.
They come back for a very limited time.
Yeah, I don't go to McDonald's anymore. Though.
Neither do I.
You know,
Remember when they had those little gold tin ashtrays everywhere?
Yes!
Everybody
On the table.
you would just go there and smoke.
Or
I just sent you a picture. Look at that picture I just sent you.
I would totally.
People were eating and smoking. At the
Everybody had the giant big 80s hair and they were in their McDonald's smoking. and
Oh
acting
yeah.
cool.
Yes.
But we were like kids. We were babies.
because I would put my gum in there.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, I ruined your.
That ashtray was it was big enough to hold like 3 cigarette butts,
Yeah.
but yet there was like 18 jammed into it.
They were. It was like they were building a log cabin with Lincoln logs.
Dude, the food back then was better.
But I get hooked on these commercials, and you're right. It even looked better back
It even
then.
looked better. That's right. The fish sandwiches were huge.
Yeah, dude. I'm
Burger
telling
King
you.
had big fish sandwiches.
They got the corporations got so greedy and
Yes.
whatnot. Now,
Absolutely.
not only is everything super small, it's like 4 times the price.
Yes.
Yep.
You
And
know?
here's another thing. A lot of the, I think, I want to know what made these brands disappear. I'm going to use one because I know
Like
we've
what?
talked, like Arthur Treachers.
There's still one in Akron, Ohio.
Yep. There's one left.
Yeah, but drive there.
And I think he's starting a second
Drive
one
to
again.
Bellevue for a freaking lottery ticket. Of course, you're going to drive there for fish and their plank chips.
It was really good. There are no other fish places like that. Was with
I don't
Arthur
know-
Treacher's.
I don't know how brands get knocked out. You know what I mean?
Okay, White Castle. Why would White Castle, which you love, and I'm sure there's a bunch of people like you
Love White Castle.
White Castle locally. Why did they?
No,
go
there's
there?
not a bunch of people like Chuck. Come on, you should know that by now.
But the White Castles are always packed.
They were always packed. Yeah, and it was a
You can get
it
them
was
at
a
the grocery
square,
store.
right? Square
Not the same, Gary.
with onions, right? Onion is
Yeah,
it,
there's like little onions and then
With the little holes in it.
on it, pickle chip, and a little piece of cheese.
were they sliders? Were they basically?
That's what it's.
The original slider.
I never ate at a White Castle.
That's why nobody likes you, Ed.
I liked rallies, and I think
I'll eat some motherfucking rallies.
Love rallies.
Or Gary, what was it? Snaps
Hardee's?
or Zips?
Snaps. We went when it was Snaps.
It was
That was good then. That was
Rallies
badass.
was Snaps back in the day.
what
It was it started off as Snaps and it was freaking Chuckles. Come on, man, jump in my convertible. We're going to get these
out to
burgers and
Lakewood.
fries.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
was
like,
driving Lakewood
holy
for burgers and fries.
shit,
I
this is
thought-
good.
wasn't Hardee's first, then Snaps?
Hardee's
No.
is a total. Hardee's and Rex, or Hardee's and Carl Jr.'s are the same.
Yeah, but they've been around forever.
Wait a minute, wait. I thought Carl's
Hardee's
is rallies.
No,
no.
Carl Jr.'s is Hardee's.
Chuck, reach across the table and
I want to
poke
choke
him
him
in
out
the
because he's
forehead.
trying to talk about. He's just talking to hear himself talk.
No, I'm telling you, because I think I thought for some reason.
You want to talk about junk food? You've met the two geniuses of junk food. And
Look
right
at
in
his
front of you
body.
now.
Look at this body.
What was the logo? Was like a checkered, had a checkered flag on it. That was that rallies or
That
is
was
that
That was rallies.
okay? That wasn't Checkers.
There was a Checkers.
There-
It was like a sister company.
Maybe that
It was like for a minute they turned from Checkers to rallies to, but
Yeah.
originally it was Snaps, and when it was Snaps, it was freaking
Gary used to
cool.
go all the time. I'm like, let's go, Gary.
was it just chronic?
The thing, what it is like, let's write some songs. Hey, let's go to Snaps.
Let's go, and then let's go down to Madison Avenue and hit
Chris's Warp Records.
Chain Link Addiction and
Dude, another brand that disappeared. I liked rallies, not rallies. Was it Rex?
There's still
Rax, that roast beef place. That was
yeah,
pretty.
Rax was really good.
Rax.
That was like Arby's.
That was-
competitor.
That was the most synthetic roast beef you could ever get, which is it's good. I love synthetic roast beef.
They had the the all you can eat bar too.
Yes.
Make like pudding
Yes.
tacos and
Yes.
yeah.
Dude, why again? Places like that were always packed. What would make them
Corporate
disappear?
greed.
You think
Or somebody bought them out. Like I'm just gonna say
a competitor?
Yeah, whatever competitor bought them out and you know,
then
like,
shut 'em
well,
down.
bye. Yeah.
Do you think that's what it is? Corporate, in other words, corporations buy out their competitor, then just shut it down so they don't have a competitor, and then they just overtake.
Well,
all
that
all
or
the
like I
property.
said, corporate greed. They're like, well, we're not making any money, but I'm going to give myself a raise. Well, we can't afford.
That or else they do good and they say, I'm selling out right now and I'm going to sell it to whoever the hell's going to buy it.
Right.
Because
And then they go off to the Dominican or, like the Caribbean and buy an island and live the rest of their
whatever.
life. And
did you ever look in those old commercials where
I
people
watch them all the
were
time.
people smoking and drinking?
Oh,
in the commercial?
absolutely. Absolutely. I'm telling you, the old commercials, just if anybody gets a chance, go on YouTube. And after you're done watching our show at
Yeah, on
Ed
YouTube.
on Ed Money,
Late Night with Ed Money.
watch just look up like 80s commercials or whatever
70s, 60s,
you
all
grew
of
up
them.
in,
It's just
yeah.
insane.
Because the toy commercials are awesome. And especially if you look up like 80s Christmas commercials. You talk about getting nostalgic. They'll show like an Atari commercial.
Oh, God.
And with the Santa Claus on it, and you're like, God damn it, I want one of those.
Right?
You know, and to this day, you're like, God damn it.
Do you know what commercial I remember? Slinky. The Slinky commercial
The
with
dumbest commercial anyway. What rolls downstairs, a loader in pairs, and makes
sticks
a
in your head.
slinky sound.
That's it. Here's another thing. All the
Ghost raped
commercials.
Ed, put jizz in his mouth.
You know what? That's $1 million jingle because
That's what I'm
everybody
saying.
still has it.
All those commercials had.
It's Slinky. It's Slinky.
Such a wonderful toy.
and you remember it.
It's fun for a
It's
girl
the
and a boy.
cheapest piece of shit spring that's a byproduct of
spring.
something else.
That's right. And these were the toys for us growing up. And they had a song that you
I had a
remember.
rock and a stick and a string.
Well, boy, I'll tell you what, that was the best Christmas ever.
I gave that to my nephews one year. It was for their birthday. It was hilarious.
Your parents had it on layaway.
Remember when they used to have layaway at the stores?
Dude, that was a great thing too. You could get all kinds of things on layaway before they had credit cards. I think that my first credit card, the Higbee's store had layaway.
And all the Hills had layaway.
That was the big thing. You put it on layaway, and then you can give a little bit of time, and next thing you know, you get your stuff. Interest-free. That's another thing. Everything was interest-free. No
Layaway,
usury.
for the younger people listening, layaway was when you went shopping at a store and say you picked out a couple items and you're like, you know what, I don't have the money for this today, so I'm going to put it in layaway. They would put these articles of clothing or whatever in a box, tag it, you would put
and
money
lock it up. It would lock it up in the back room.
Come back and make weekly payments on it until you paid it off, and they would give you said box of goods.
Yep. And usually 90 days was the most that you could have it on layaway.
It depended where you were going, but yeah.
Well, you had a 2-year layaway.
13-year layaway.
By the time you got the clothes out, they were out of fashion.
Right. They were on clothes.
They weren't clothes. They were shoes. They didn't fit.
Oh, I know we're way over here.
Oh, man.
No, we can keep going.
No,
we're way over there. Audience members, thank you. You've been listening.
So we got two subjects
That's all
today.
right.
Oh, and I wanted to give a couple shout-outs.
Shout-outs.
Mr. Terrible Dick, Doug Dick, Kelly Dick, Just Joe Dick, Beacon and Maria Poppins Dicks.
Yes, Maria Poppins. We're going to have her returning on a future show. May 23rd is what she said that she'll be on that show.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah,
Yes,
looking
she's
forward
gonna
to seeing
return.
her. Hopefully she can drag Beacon out with her.
Yes.
Or her new husband.
Yes, so audience members, check. He's a DJ, so check that stuff out. You've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on our website, which is latenightwithedmoney.com, where it's real people have real conversations about life.
And Dick.
You normally listen to myself. I thought you were going to say Dick.
No, I already did.
Okay, okay. CPAP, Chuck.
All right, we'll see ya.
Chuck Dick. Chuck Dick.
I'm lactose intolerant.
Lactose intolerant. You can hear him, but you cannot see him as the monk. And we're going to be leaving you with Wales and Joe Cohen. Love is Gone. Check that out. Again, audience member, check out everything that we ever talk about. Go to the places. Mention you heard about them on the show. Tell 2 friends. Please, just tell 2 friends about the show.
Because we are slowly growing. That's pretty cool.
And thank you for all the things you do. I appreciate it. You don't know. And hit the like, share, and subscribe because that makes a world
Just
of difference.
end the show, Ed.
Sorry. You always remember that you are somebody. And don't
One more thing, always.
But one more thing, always. Don't be materialistic. Go ahead. Say it, Monk.
You're always one more thing. One more thing.
That's right. One more
Everybody's
thing.
waiting to enter the show.
Don't be materialistic because it gets you nowhere. And remember,
what does it get you?
You are somebody. It doesn't
What does it get you?
No,
What does it get you?
nowhere.
What? Huh?
And after that,
Huh?
we are
What? Huh?
out of here. I'll keep it.
There's a place where you can run free. Time does not exist. Take a chance when the road before us falls under our feet. I can't hold on. I can't remain so strong. We have the same old bond, but everything's wrong. My love is gone, but I've been born. I can't make it on my own. When I'm alone, my love is gone. My love is gone, but I've been born. I can't make it on my own. When I'm alone, my love is gone. My love is.
You've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money, brought to you by 3 Bowls of Crunch Production. Late Night with Ed Money is a copyrighted show, and any unauthorized reproduction for sale is strictly prohibited without written and/or verbal consent from Ed Money. Otherwise, we'll find out where you live and beat the shit out of you. Thank you for listening.